I did my first freelance job for money about a week and a half ago. Let me tell you how that went. Let me tell you how I set that up. So first of all, I bought a course, like I said before, full-time filmmaker. I saw an ad one night, late at night, and I decided, you know what, I think I can do this. I don't see myself going into public relations full-time right now. I was not fresh out of school, but I was fresh out of school, as in college. I went to WKU, and I was graduated for about 7 months before I got a job. A month and a half, burned out very quickly. I did not like insurance at all because I was calling people and selling them a service that I myself did not believe in and I didn't want to sell. So, enter full-time filmmaker, and enter 4 or 5 months after I've gotten this course, I started to cold call realtors because I wanted to shoot a real estate video. I liked how they looked. I like real estate. I've always liked the idea of walking into a big house and seeing the stairs, and so I actually called about 35 or 40 realtors. In reality, I dialed more numbers than that, but I actually spoke to about 30 to 40 realtors. One woman decided to give me a shot at actually coming out beyond the whole, thank you for calling. What's your name? Awesome. I will give you a call back in a week if I have something for you. And you say, all right, cool. Actually had to call and communicate with 2 people. I had to communicate with the realtor herself, but she also had someone under her that she kind of delegated me to talk to. That's their full-time job. It's like if I'm a full-time filmmaker, most of the time I'd probably be doing something related to film. She's probably doing her own thing related to her business. If you want to get in touch with a realtor or someone like that, they're not always going to get back to you as soon as possible. The realtor that I spoke with asked me what was my story, because I remember I went through it one time and she was I might have accidentally sped through it. I told her the story in such a way of how I graduated from school. I decided to start this business and I want to build my brand and I want to build my portfolio up so that I can do more freelance work, because I don't want to just have my part-time job as my only source of income. I would eventually like to have a side hustle where I get to do film, and I'm brand new into it, right? I've been doing this for 5 or 6 months now, and I didn't think that I would ever be ready to take that step, but eventually I did force myself to take the step, which I'm glad I did. I have no regrets at all filming the real estate property that I got to shoot. And I did get to shoot a very, very big house my first attempt, and it went not as smooth as I thought it'd be. It was hard. The house was really big. You figure out really quickly that, one, it's going to take you time to edit, right? If you know how fast you can edit videos, you can kind of estimate when your videos are going to be ready and maybe say up front, okay, it'll probably take me X amount of hours. I had none of that knowledge when I was doing this. The only time I had practiced shooting real estate was the night before at my house. I didn't even have a wide-angle lens before going out to the shoot. I went and bought a wide-angle lens and a flash the day of the shoot because I went and looked online the night before. I needed to have a flash. I didn't have the wide-angle lens until the second shoot. The second house I didn't only do video, I actually did photos, and I had a buddy come fly a drone as well. During the first shoot, my shots were overexposed when I was outside. The sky was completely blown out. The colors of the house were completely blown out. I sent that video out to realtors. I put it on Instagram. People liked it on Instagram and Facebook a lot. Because when it comes down to it, if you're watching this and you're a filmmaker, people that really, really care about your color science and the color grading and stuff like that are going to be realtors, and they're going to be other filmmakers. The general public, they don't understand that stuff. They don't know that you color grade footage. They don't know much about editing. Be aware that not everything has to be perfect. If it looks good enough, it's gonna fly anyway. I didn't have to sell the fact that this was a amazing house. There was a wine cellar, a movie theater, and horse stables. I barely got the horse stables on one of the overhead shots because they had a huge balcony on like the 3rd or 4th floor of the house. That's the only reason you saw the stables in the video. Something else went wrong. My camera died when I was, 2.5 hours into the shoot. T7i battery dies. When I actually did get feedback from the realtor that I shot for, she told me, hey, I don't like these pictures. Because I took photo and video, so I got a message back, and it wasn't just, oh, this is great, like I thought it would be. It was, hey, your bag's in the photo. Can you Photoshop this out? I went to the website and I saw other people's pictures on there in combination with mine. So she had someone come reshoot the house for photo and use some of those pictures in combination with the photos that I took. There are details in everything, in every shot. And I remember for the video portion, she was like, hey, these clips are a little bit too short. Can you lengthen this video? The clips are like 2 or 3 seconds each. That wasn't even something that she said directly. All she said was, okay, when is the full video gonna be done? One of my friends at my internship and then one of my coworkers at my part-time job, I showed them the video. I was showing people the video to try to get ideas for what I should fix and change. Another realtor that I was trying to send my services to, that I had cold called and been like, hey, I shot a video for someone at your company actually that you might know. He's like, yeah, I think I know of her a little bit, but I don't like know her. I sent him the video. It's like, hey man, what's up with these 2 clips right here? He texted that to me and he was like, hey bro, if I were you, I wouldn't even put that in that video. I would just cut it out. Especially if you're gonna send that out to more realtors, I would cut that out. But the video came out well after all the adjustments, but it was expensive too. And it was expensive for reasons because I had to buy a wide angle lens. I bought a flash. I was thinking about buying a drone because it cost $150 to have my buddy fly his drone and take photo and video. There is no friend discount. There was not at that time. I paid a photographer to come with me that was a beginner, complete beginner, to help me shoot the house as well, which came in handy because my camera died again at the second house. 5 or 10 minutes later, heard a knock on the door with her camera. So thank goodness I had invited her out, otherwise I would have been out of luck completely. So I outsourced my photos to edit from someone on Fiverr. Except I didn't even realize how to send photos on Fiverr 23 photo limit. I didn't understand what that meant. I didn't pay attention to it till the second time I hired someone to edit photos for me. So what I ended up doing was sending 20 photos. I tried to send all 50 of my pictures to someone on Fiverr to edit. It didn't go through. 23 of them went through. That means I had 23 more that had to be edited. I contacted the guy and I was like, hey man, what happened? I thought I sent you 50 photos. He was like, no man, there's only 23 that got sent to me. In my head I was like, oh, that's weird. I think it just means that there's supposed to be 2 copies of each or something. I don't know, I didn't get it. But I realized, like I said, another mistake led to me figuring out, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. That is how this process has gone for me so far. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was a rough start. And there's a lot of story and a lot of background and a lot that you could learn from this also. Just in terms of getting a wide angle, a flash, and a second battery. Those are 3 things right there. You can end the video right there if you want to and go out with knowing those 3 things are what you need to shoot real estate. The realtor was asking me, hey, when is the video going to be done? You shouldn't get too annoyed with that question. That's a normal question to have. When is my stuff going to be ready? If you shoot real estate, your realtor wants those photos as soon as possible because they want to put them on the website for that listing, on Zillow, or whatever page they use. And I've been that dude before. I've had someone film a video and then I'm asking, hey, when's it going to be ready? When's it going to be ready? Because I don't know the process. They don't know the process. They don't know that you have to edit photos and you have to edit videos. They can just tell you what looks good, what they don't like, but they don't know about the process. So don't be upset whenever someone asks you, when is it going to be ready? And if you are under that time constraint and maybe you feel like there's got to be a way to get it done faster, outsource to Fiverr. There are other sources that you can outsource to. Fiverr is the one I know, so that's the one I'm going to recommend. I've actually worked with it. I like the results that I got. It's not that expensive. It'll save you time, it'll save you stress, and it'll save you effort, which is why I sent all my photos to be edited through someone else. That was 48 hours or however long it would have taken me to learn what to look for and to edit. Now, does that mean that I'm just not ever going to make money editing photos and stuff like that? No. Here's the thing. If someone pays you to film a video or take photos, if you're getting paid $200, Can you afford to pay $5 to have someone edit that? Or $10 to edit that? Or $25 to edit that? And if they look really good, if the photo or video looks really good, which I've never had a video edited from anyone else but myself. I've done all the video editing myself, so I can't attest to that portion. But if the photos look good, and they're going to help you get more business, and if you're not that skilled, or there's someone more skilled that's doing what you could do, or that knows better than you, I don't see why you shouldn't do it. I didn't realize it was going to take me 4 hours of editing to complete that project. I didn't realize it was going to take me 2.5 hours to shoot the inside and outside. I didn't realize that by standing outside watching my friend fly his drone, that's 45 minutes of my time that I could have spent taking photos and taking video. So there's a lot that I learned on that first shoot and the second shoot. This video is kind of about both of them. My friend told me he would color grade the footage. I got the footage and I put it into my timeline, and when I had uploaded the final video, people told me, "What's up with the drone shots? Why don't they look like they're color graded?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And one of my film interns that I work with was like, "Hey, this is not color graded footage, man. I don't know what your friend said he'd do, but this is not color graded footage. This is flat. He didn't touch this." And I sent that video to the client. I sent that to her and was like, "Hey, this is the final cut with that in there, with the overexposed shots in there. Fret not." After I fixed those mistakes, I sent her another copy and said, "Hey, use this one's better." But by then, the communication that we had was like, I'm hitting her up, and she was tired of me hitting her up because I was trying to get her to tell me what exactly she thought about the video, what exactly she thought about the photos, because she was getting feedback from the person selling the house about how shots looked. And then she was coming to me telling me, "Hey, the client said that this doesn't look right. What's up with this one? What's up with this one?" So the communication chain went from me to her to someone else, and back to her and to me. She was probably more frustrated than I was dealing with the owner being like, "I don't like this," than she was with me, because she was assuming that I was calling her and texting her, "What do you think of the video?" just to get money, when in reality, I was nervous. I just want to make sure that she liked the video. So something that you're going to figure out is that if there is money on the line, you shouldn't necessarily just hit the person up and try to ask them over and over what they think of the video, because they probably think that you just want the money, which is true, but at the same time, I don't think it's right to get paid until the client is happy with the work. Real deal freelancing, how things went down. If you have any questions, comment below and I get in touch with you. Might give my Instagram or Facebook or something like that. My Facebook and Instagram are my name, Jason Odine. If you want to find me there and interact with me, that's fine. Thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.